Coming up on Mountain News this morning, people came together to commemorate the lives of fallen officers. And trouble in Casey County as more than a dozen people are accused of running an illegal cockfighting ring.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning, I'm Madison Carmouche. It is 5:30 on this first alert weather day, so let's send it over to meteorologist Tim Drawbridge for an update on that timeline.
And the way things are playing out right now, Madison, we have one wave. It's been weakening, but there is a flare-up in a couple of spots. We'll show you on the radar in a few moments here. There's a more potent wave of shower and thunder shower action that'll be coming in late this afternoon into tonight, and I'm still concerned more about that than what's moving through right now, not diminishing what's going on actively. Level 3 enhanced risk for all of eastern and southern Kentucky. There's not only a damaging thunderstorm wind gust potential, but a flash flood potential later today as well. All modes of severe weather are on the table, and the time frame, again, regarding the action later today has not changed. It is now down 2 degrees outside our studio here at WYMT. We're at 68, and we're all right now mid and upper 60s and lower 70s. All right, the pinpoint Doppler radar, the Weather Service is also keeping a close eye on what I've been pointing out right there. Outflow boundary, producing some wind gusts at 30 to 40 miles per hour. Some action is flared up right through here, just northeast of Hazard. Otherwise, it's West Liberty to Paintsville, and this action southwestward from Stanton, just west of McKee. We're going to continue to keep an eye on that now as we head through the rest of this half hour. More about the severe weather potential, how we cool down into Mother's Day weekend. Your first alert 7-day forecast in just a few moments. Madison?
All right, Tim, thank you. It was a morning spent honoring fallen heroes in law enforcement, including several local heroes who paid the ultimate sacrifice. Yesterday, Alex Jackson visited the Fraternal Order of Police Lodge for a special memorial service in Ashland. He's sharing powerful words from a Prestonsburg law enforcement officer who has navigated losing several of his brothers behind the badge.
Honoring fallen heroes. The mission of the Fraternal Order of Police Lodge number 3 in Ashland during a special memorial service Tuesday morning.
I feel at home because of the relationship that I've forged with Ashland and all of the amazing people here, because of the one terrible thing that has brought us all to know one another as family.
That terrible thing, the ultimate sacrifice, one that Chief Ross Shurtleff with Prestonsburg Police Department saw several of his brothers in the law give back in 2022.
On June 30th, 2022, at about 6 p.m., a hell would open up, the likes of which this, by then, seasoned law enforcement supervisor did not know existed in the mountains of eastern Kentucky.
Deputy William Petrie with the Floyd County Sheriff's Department, Captain Ralph Frazier with the Prestonsburg Police Department, Prestonsburg Police Officer Jacob Chaffins, and K-9 Drago died in an ambush-style shooting in Allen. On this somber day of remembrance, those in law enforcement extending their hand in admiration, respect, and love to the families whose family members paid the ultimate sacrifice.
To those family members here today who have, through some means or another, lost a loved one or gave their life in some fashion or another to or in service to their communities, thank you.
Those heroes who lost their life in the line of duty, and those who wear the badge with pride today, honored Tuesday and every day.
So here's to the heroes, to the ones behind the scenes.
Alex Jackson, WSAZ News Channel 3, Ashland.
National Police Week in Washington, D.C. starts Sunday. All fallen officers nationwide will be honored. 3 student athletes at Breathitt County High School were involved in a serious crash Monday night. It happened outside a rehab and nursing center on Jet Drive. Jackson Fire Department officials rescued 2 students who were trapped inside the vehicle. All 3 boys were taken to Jackson Hospital before being moved to UK Hospital. 2 are in critical condition. The 3rd is stable. Breathitt County High School football coach Kyle Moore says the community has received a lot of support.
Several schools across the state even have reached out, not just Eastern Kentucky, have reached out and trying to find ways to help. And and just showing their support. So, that's a big thing. And, we've had many prayers go up for these young men, and that's the most important thing. But, I think as in general, just knowing that no matter what you go through, that you've got help and you don't have to do it alone.
In a statement posted to Facebook, officials with Breathitt County Schools wrote, quote, "Our schools, with the help of the community, are prepared to help any students and staff members who may need additional support during this critical time," end quote. A student at East Bernstad Elementary in Laurel County was arrested after police found a gun. The student tried to enter the school when it was discovered through a metal detector. Staff found a replica non-traditional gun. The student was charged in the incident. Their name has not been released. A preliminary investigation indicated no students were ever at risk. Police in Knox County are asking for help finding a man who went missing. Here is a picture of 43-year-old Jeff R. Smith. Smith was last seen Thursday on Kentucky 11 and US 25E in the Hydrick community in Knox County. Police say Smith is 5 feet 8 inches tall and weighs 150 pounds. He was last seen wearing camouflage clothing and carrying a camo backpack. If you have any information, you are asked to contact Knox County 911 at 606-546-3510. 14 people are facing charges after state police raided what they call a chicken fighting operation in Casey County. Kentucky State Police say they received a complaint that led to the arrest of 14 people, including Leo and Christopher Harris, who are father and son. Police say the operation was at Leo Harris's property off Kentucky 837 in the Belthridge community of Casey County. Another person arrested in the case was 35-year-old Stephen Wesley of Science Hill.
Where the birds are contained to fight, seating for spectators. This place even had a concession stand so you could get some Cracker Jack or something while you're watching these birds fight to the death.
Grove also says cockfighting operations have also been seen to spread other crimes such as drug use and prostitution. A man is behind bars after police in Laurel County say he stole some items. It happened last week. Through tips and sources, London police discovered 27-year-old Brandon Isom was in the southern part of Laurel County. He is accused of stealing an item from Harbor Freight Tools in London. He was charged with theft and was also served on 5 other outstanding warrants. Police in Perry County are asking for help in finding a theft suspect. The sheriff's office is investigating a theft that happened at around 1 a.m. Tuesday night at Ramey Quick Stop on South Highway 15. If you have any information about the case, you are asked to contact the Perry County Sheriff's Office at 606-439-4523. The General Assembly recently appropriated billions of dollars during the next 2 fiscal years. A chunk of that money is going to 4 Eastern Kentucky senators' district here in the mountains. I was able to sit down with those 4 senators and a state representative as they made stops in the region. As the coal industry dissipates, lawmakers are trying to find new ways to not only keep people in Eastern Kentucky, but to bring new people in.
Is going to be invested in Eastern Kentucky and the state as a whole than there ever has been. And this is my 28th year at this.
Senator Brandon Storm's district is receiving more than $160 million towards projects he says will create jobs.
A lot of factories that are coming into our region. We're situated on I-75, and so there's big industries coming in, and that's going to employ a lot of people from surrounding areas.
Lawmakers agree using their platform in Frankfort is for not only the betterment of our region, but the Commonwealth as a whole.
It is true that if we don't do for the whole state, it will hurt all sectors of the state.
They believe improving the quality of life for current and future Eastern Kentuckians is what will bring more businesses and jobs.
And I could probably rattle a lot of them off one by one, are numerous. There is a plethora of projects here that are designed to keep people, to educate people, to train people, to attract people, because they're going to have good health care, good economic opportunity, good education.
But these lawmakers do not work alone. They shined a light on the Mountain Caucus, which works to get people in eastern Kentucky what they need. One project the city of Whitesburg touted Tuesday is $3 million going toward the Daniel Boone Hotel renovation. Pikeville Medical Center is highlighting stroke awareness this month, hosting its annual Stroke Day event on Tuesday. The second floor atrium was full of information to share the warning signs of strokes, bringing doctors to the stage to explain why knowing what to look for and where to turn could save lives. The event included the highlights of the acronym Be Fast, which shows the signs of stroke in a way that people can remember and share with others.
That's the big thing, just trying to increase this community awareness so that you can get to the emergency department so we can do something for you.
Be Fast stands for Balance, Eyes, Face, Arms, Speech, and Time. See more about what to look for in this story on our website. Several Kentucky state parks are now featured in a new online science trail. The Kentucky Academy of Science launched the tool last month. The online trail leads users to scientific attractions such as museums, nature preserves, botanical gardens, and more. State parks featured on the trail include Cumberland Falls, Natural Bridge, Carter Caves, and others. For a full list of stops along the trail, you can visit kyscience.org. When we return, Disney Plus is turning the corner after an unexpected surprise this quarter.
In the meantime, the pinpoint Doppler radar very active this Wednesday morning. Guess what? I think it's lit up even greater than this afternoon, this evening. I'll explain. Your first alert 7-day forecast is coming up right after this.